let's watch this together, my friends. We're going to watch this Chucky teaser trailer. It's only 20 seconds long. We'll pause it as we go and talk. We'll watch it all the way through one time.
It looks like when a girl's sucking your dick and your eyes open up right when you come. It's like, oh.
Shit.
That's the Chucky 2 Chucky.
That's it.
That's what he looks like.
Oh, it's glitching real bad on mine, but I can see.
Look at that.
Oh, that kid just stole that fucking shit. You look good. Okay. Okay.
Hey, it's jumped up.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, it's back to the old root Chucky, which is great. I mean, now I even want to punch him more because I hate that. I'm not saying I hate that original design of Chucky, but I always felt like he had a punchable face more so than even the newer one. But
yeah,
it's cool. I mean, it's cool. Look, first off, we learned two things right away. We learned that Chucky was receiving a blowjob, that he had just come, and he opened his eyes. And then two, we learned about a little thief that looks like he is the son of Nev Campbell from The Craft, because he's dressed all in black, and he ran away from a yard sale, probably from an old couple, and acted like he wasn't doing anything. First off, you little bastard, you're stealing, and you will get caught unless Chucky slices your Achilles.
Hang on, how do we know he stole the Chucky doll?
Because he looked at it and it was laying there like that. Then he does this, like he fucking bat wings himself out. Like, you don't. First off, look, if I saw somebody leaving a yard sale like clutching some kind of antique doll like this, like they were like they never like it was their first child ever, I'd be like, yeah, that motherfucker stole it. Like, you don't clutch it that close to your tit, and without
he looks kind of calm to me. He looks kind of calm. Like
that's how you have to project confidence when you're stealing.
That could have been it for sure. You do see so that's what they said is going to happen, right? Chucky shows up at a yard sale. There's this 14-year-old kid, and he buys Chucky, and then murders start happening, and then it ties into the entire series somehow. Look at fucking Chucky's Jimmy Champagne comb over he's got there. He's got a total comb over there.
That's a Jimmy Champagne comb over, though. Once Jimmy Champagne stopped being on the internet for about 2 years and just not going out in public, that's a quarantine Jimmy Champagne comb over.
That's a Jimmy Champagne, quarantine comb over.
That's what that is. It looked like a bundle of hay, just kind of like flopped over and conditioned.
Not making fun of Jimmy, by the way. Jimmy has awesome hair, but he does have. I do like this Chucky better. It looks like the Child's Play 2 Chucky, which is what he says in the article we're about to read as well. Looks pretty good. I just think that Chucky looks out of place at that fucking yard sale. That looks like every other yard sale you ever see, but I never see a fucking full-on goddamn doll like that just sitting next to the drinkware.
I gotta be honest, man. It looks like right in place in a Kentucky yard sale because there's all sorts of weird shit. Like, you could go up there and be like, oh, look, they have a bunch of Pokemon cards and N64 games, and then right next to it, a rebel flag and some fucking silverware from the fucking days of the Confederacy. And you're like, I don't know if I would have put those together. That's strange. And then you look over here and it's a Care Bear.
I don't even stop to go at yard sales, by the way. I'm the guy that those leaves look fake as fuck, by the way. Oh my God. Are those the fakest leaves I've ever goddamn seen?
It looks like
fake leaves.
It looks like Bed Bath Beyond is having their Halloween special, and they just put out those fake leaves. They put them around those gift baskets that people can walk in, like, be kind to your loved one this year and pick up some honeysuckle lotion.
Hey, it's Devin Sawa looking like everything Devin Sawa's been in recently since his career. I don't want to say reignited because he's been working, but you know what I mean. Like the stuff you see him in lately, he's always fucking angry. He's always a fucking angry, mean guy. You remember him
because he's tired of being that fucking Final Destination kid.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, well, you remember him in...
He's like, I don't know when the fucking plane is going to land. Why do you keep asking me, lady? I was in a movie. It was fucking fiction. He's probably at an airport.
Characters.
Every time he's at an airport, they're like, oh my God, deboard the plane. Devin Sawa's here. Like, it was a movie. It wasn't real.
He looks good though, man. He's in great fucking shape. It puts people like you and I to shame. At his older age, he's just getting more and more handsome, and it's upsetting.
Oh yeah, but I forgot. Clinton also pointed that out. Yes, Clinton. He was in Little Giants. I forgot about that. He was the quarterback.
Fucking amazing. Hey, Night of the Twisters for life, baby.
Yeah, he had a crush on Icebox, but Icebox definitely did, but he didn't want to say it. And listen, she's hot to trot, but she still got a squat.
James Young said Chucky stole his hair from a Long Island mom. Yeah, he does, dude. He looks like he got that. He's got like a punk rock Karen cut.
I can see.
I want to see the manager of this fucking yard sale.
Yeah, look, Chucky over here looking like goddamn Kate Gosselin. John and Kate +8.
There's not much in this trailer except for, like you said, Chucky looks like he's getting a blowjob. And then he's smiling. He's all happy. He got Chucky 2.
I don't know. I mean, maybe that's how I get a blowjob. Like, your eyes just fucking, your eyes flip open. You're like, sa, de moi. Oh, like that song.
Oh, I missed it.
Another way. Somebody did say.
Okay, I'm done. What?
He is Casper. Can I keep you? Devin
Yeah.
Sawa was Casper.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But okay, there's news about this as well. They talked about it. They told stories about the life of Chucky. It says, in the show, an idyllic American town is thrown into chaos after vintage good guy doll turns up at a suburban yard sale. Soon, everyone must grapple with a series of horrifying murders that begin to expose the town's deep hypocrisies and hidden secrets. Meanwhile, friends... Huh?
Doesn't sound so idyllic to me, those fucking liars, those realtors. They didn't tell you the full story.
Sounds more like a problem.
Idyllic, more like idiotic.
Meanwhile, friends and foes from Chucky's past creep into his world and threaten to expose the truth behind his mysterious origins as a seemingly ordinary child who somehow became this notorious monster. It's going to have Brad Dourif in it. It's going to have his daughter back in it. It's going to have Jennifer Tilly in it. So hopefully we get a little bit of the backstory to Brad Dourif, the serial killer. I'd like to see that. I think that'd be pretty fucking rad if they delve into that a little bit.
Now that
there's a little
right
poster
there.
He's looking. Dude,
She
Chucky
looks
fresh as fuck.
Now
I'm not gonna lie. I don't get really excited about Chucky stuff because, as we've said a million times, you could just punt the little bastard. He doesn't scare me at all, but he looks nice there.
Well, that is definitely Kate Gosselin's glamour shot.
Oh yeah. I'm not. Hair done for an Olin Mills family trip.
I feel like this is the future of Tresemme. Stab the competition, Tresemme. Ooh la la.
Stab dead herons.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Look, honestly, Brad Dourif coming back, and we already talked about the whole thing with the controversy with the Chucky remake and about how it kind of was unfair.
Yeah.
What happened to the creator? So I'm glad that he gets a chance to come back and do his thing. I'm excited about that. The Brad Dourif, a little bit more information, because you already know that he's a pretty notorious serial killer because they know of him in the first Chucky movie. So they mentioned him several times about what he had, what kind of monster he was. So to have a couple, but let's be honest. I mean, I don't like, people want to see Chucky, so they're not going to want the whole time where he's running around like as a human doing shit. They want to see the whole, give me the power, me back of you. They want to see those parts.
I would settle for like one episode where they show Charles Lee Ray as a serial killer, like maybe midway through. By the way, there's only I want to say 5 or is it 8 episodes? I don't know. I'll read it. The story is in here. They unearth some new things about it as well. Mancini. It says the show stars Zachary Arthur from Transparent and showrunners franchise creator Don Mancini, who says the main character is a 14-year-old gay boy who's bullied and sort of lost after the recent death of his mother, says Mancini. He's a young artist making sculptures with doll parts. That sounds kind of fucked up. He finds Chucky at a yard sale and buys him. So at least we know why he bought him. But it turns out that he gets much more than he bargained for. Arthur's joined on the show by blah, 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 blah. But it says, Mancini says, one of the things I wanted to do was bring the franchise back to its Child's Play roots and have the protagonists be kids. But since with the first couple of movies, we'd already delved into having little kids, I wanted to explore something different. So this time we're exploring young teenagers. Definitely don't want to take that out of context. But yeah, I see what he's saying there.
Well, and I'm glad they didn't go that route, because also, listen, we already had a whole discussion about that too. I feel like the little kid, scary adventure, and let's all gang up and form a losers club to take on the big baddie of the series has been done to fucking death. I'm tired of it. Okay, it needs to be moved into the sunlight and sets on fire. Okay, you've killed it to death. Like, I just don't want to see that anymore. Now I like the teenager angle is fine. Just don't have like a little 8 or 9-year-old kid group that gets together like, I swear to God, my doll moves around. He moves his eyes and stuff like, and then he says, I'm gonna suck your mom's booty hole. And they're like, no, that's not true. You're just imagining things, PJ. You're drinking too much Monster in the morning. Fuck you. Your mom gave it to me. Like, you know, I don't want to see that anymore. I'd rather just see an adult version of like, and by the way, Latrell, no one's making fun or not hating on Chucky every goddamn time, but he is a funny looking motherfucker. He looks like Ronald McDonald's bastard child. He is a funny designed little shit. And I'll be honest with you, if you're going to ask me 100%, no, he's not. I like Chucky. I think Chucky's cool. Chucky 1 and 2 are really good movies, but you are not going to fucking sit here and argue with me about whether or not he honestly, you're going to stack him against Jason, Michael, and Freddy and say, yep, that makes sense. Like, that's like taking a fucking grown kid and going into Chuck E. Cheese and say, I challenge that little kid to a basketball game. I bet he can win. That's what that's like. Okay. Stop beating up on people. It's not, he's a funny looking motherfucker.
I fucked up some middle school kids the other day at the gym. I fucked them up. I was in there like goddamn LeBron, but good LeBron. It's really fun to try sometimes.
It's like the Jay and Silent Bob thing in the beginning of Dogma. He's like, yeah, I know they were like 12, but we kicked their fucking ass when they took them on in the parking lot. Like,
no, I agree with you. Like, I do like Chucky. I get excited about Chucky. But I do agree with you that he doesn't belong in the top tier, second tier.
Because there was like rumors like, oh, what about Chucky versus Freddy? I'm like, okay, what about Chucky versus what about Freddy versus a puppy?
It's hard enough. It's hard enough for me to believe that Chucky can kill human beings. I know he has superhuman strength or whatever, but he's still a tiny little fucker.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
That's the face I'd make when they came in. It's like, I got a great idea. Because you know how Freddy versus Jason was really successful and the build up to it was awesome? I got an idea. What if we put Michael Myers takes on Chucky? I swear to God, in that fucking moment, I would know that the man that just told me that is going to be flipping hamburgers for the rest of his life because I'd give him one of them. Huh? Yeah, fuck that. All right, get out of here, Latrell. Get out of here. I know that's your favorite character, whatever you're trying to defend him, but get out of here. Stop your nonsense. You're being ignorant,
it's okay
Blanket.
if it's your favorite, that's fucking awesome. I'm just saying, like, in the realm of things, if you put him in an arena and they actually fought, he would stand no fucking chance. It just for me, it's not.
I think he was talking about like we were disrespecting him. Honestly, dude, I made fun. We have made fun of Michael. We made fun of Michael Myers, our favorite serial killer. We made fun of his fucking masks over the years. Like we do that.
Yeah.
We literally have videos where we make fun of his masks. Now I can't wait to make a video making fun of Chucky. I will.
That's a very good point. No. We make fun of our favorite more than we do anything else. So, hey, there you go. But anyways, he goes on to say, I mean, we're covering it right now, so obviously we give a shit. But it says one of the things we pride ourselves on, and that makes our franchise singular, and I agree with him on this, is that we've spun a relatively consistent and coherent narrative over the course of 33 years and 7 films and now 8 episodes of television. So it's going to be an 8-episode series. He says, I think that's one of the things that our fans like about the Chucky franchise. I deliberately ended Cult of Chucky on a series of cliffhangers, major cliffhangers, because I knew a TV series would be the ideal place to accommodate delving into the ramifications. So we begin the series introducing our new story, our new Merlot.
He was drinking Merlot when he wrote this.
And then we start to bring the veteran.
You sounded like a seal having an orgasm.
Veteran characters in the story, and it all comes together for the big showdown. But he does say that about Chucky's looks. He says, over the years, I've heard that the consensus fan favorite among all the movies is Child's Play 2. I think one of the reasons for that is how Chucky looked in the movie and how the late director John Lafia, who passed away last year, shot Chucky. Our goal with the series was to bring Chucky's look precisely back to that. So there you have it. And that's dope for shit.
I think the Child's Play 2, look, I mean, honestly, the Chucky, from Chucky 1 to Chucky 2, Child's Play 1 and 2, I didn't really notice that much of a difference. I know that when they got to Child's Play 4 and his face got more and more fucked up and it was all scarred and shit, it looked like every junkie's fucking track marks ever on their arms. On his face. I was just like, yeah, it's getting kind of stupid now, because I mean it doesn't make sense that he just, I guess because he stays in the same body, but I'm glad they just go back to the original, the OG. But I'll be honest, I fucking hated the design, or I think we did, of the remake Chucky, but that movie was actually pretty good. So
yeah.
And I gotta, and we gave credit because we ate crow, because we said, I think we both said it was gonna suck, and it was good.
I thought that was gonna blow chunks.
But I'm glad that it's back in the hands of the creator, and they're gonna do these episodic series, or this episodic series, and we'll see what happens, man. Do I think Am I like nippled up and lactating over it? No, I mean, not really. I mean, it's cool. I'm glad that Chucky, I'm glad that any horror icon from the 80s is still around, that they're still being talked about, that there's still interest to make their, movies or TV series. I think that's awesome. I think that's good for every horror fan.